Scarlet had never known love. As a blood fairy, she thrived on the crimson essence of life, stealing from mortals under the cover of darkness. Love, to her kind, was a weakness, something to be drained, not cherished. But when she met Kai, everything changed. Kai was a werewolf bound by an ancient curse. Every full moon, his body twisted into something monstrous, something beyond his control. He had long accepted his fate, until he met her. Their first encounter had been violent. She had tried to feed on him, expecting resistance, but he had only stared at her with golden eyes filled with something she did not understand. "Take what you need," he had said. Scarlet hesitated. He wasn't afraid. He wasn't angry. No one had ever met her with such quiet acceptance. Instead of feeding, she touched his face. And in that moment, something unspoken passed between them. Over time, they met in secret, drawn to each other by forces neither could explain. Scarlet marveled at the strength in his wolf form, the way his presence made her feel alive in ways blood never had. And Kai, for the first time, longed for something more than the call of the moon. One night, under a sky burning with stars, she kissed him. It was hesitant, uncertain. When she pulled away, he was still the same, still a wolf under the night's spell. But the second time was different. It happened beneath the silver light of a waning moon. She pressed her lips against his once more, and a strange warmth flooded through him. He gasped, staggering back. His fangs, his ever-present weapons, dulled and vanished. "What's happening to me?" he whispered, touching his mouth. Scarlet's heart pounded. "I don't know." But she did. Deep down, she knew. The third kiss came when he least expected it. The moon was high, full and merciless, calling him to shift. But as their lips met again, something shattered inside him. A force he had never fought before surged through his body. He collapsed, trembling, his breath ragged. And when he opened his eyes, the golden glow was gone. He was human. Scarlet knelt beside him, eyes wide with shock. She had done this. Her love had unraveled his curse. Kai sat up, hands shaking. I don't feel it anymore. The hunger, the pull of the moon. It's gone." Scarlet should have been happy. She should have rejoiced. But fear coiled inside her. He was human now, vulnerable, breakable. Would he regret it? "Is this what you wanted?" she asked softly. Kai hesitated. He had spent his life fearing his own nature, despising the beast that lived inside him. And yet, losing it felt like losing a part of himself. The strength, the power, the connection to something primal, it was all gone. He looked at Scarlet, the woman who had given him something no one else could. The woman who had made him whole. "I don't know," he admitted. Scarlet's fingers curled into fists. She had saved him, but in doing so, had she taken away something he needed? "If you want the beast back, I can't undo what I've done," she whispered. Kai reached for her hand. His grip was warm, human. No claws, no unnatural strength. Just him. "I don't need the beast," he said, voice steady. "I just need you." Tears burned in Scarlet's eyes. No one had ever needed her like this before. No one had ever chosen her over power, over fate. The wind howled through the trees, the moon hung heavy in the sky, but for the first time, neither of them belonged to it. They belonged to each other.